Welcome to the PharmaVOICE Editor's Take video series. Recorded live at the DIA 2014 annual meeting in San Diego. Hosted by Taryn Grome, editor of PharmaVOICE. In this episode, Taryn meets with Mark Wade, Director, Patient-Focused Solutions, Almac.
Mark, welcome to the 50th anniversary of the DIA.
Thanks, it's good to be here.
Excellent. Mark, talk to us a little bit about electronic patient diaries and why that's such a hot topic right now.
Well, it's such a hot topic right now because sponsors are always looking for a way to leverage technology to save some money. They're always looking for cleaner data from their patients. They're always looking for more compliant patients. So technology is mature enough in such a way that it can deliver this elegant solution.
Why electronic diaries? Are there problems with paper-based methods?
Well, it's not so much problems, but to err is human. Patients are people and they make mistakes. You see patients incomplete diaries, you see patients writing narratives, you see patients doing what I call revisionist history. Some people refer that to as the parking lot syndrome. So people make mistakes. And on the sponsor side, you have monitors doing double data entry, and they make mistakes in that too. It's natural, it's human. Paper right now is the gold standard. Good or bad, it is the gold standard. However, electronic, but from all those reasons, give us a better solution and offer many benefits.
So let's talk about those. What are the benefits of electronic modalities?
The benefits of electronic modalities is clean data, submissible, attributable, accountable, legible. All these things are very important to the holistic factor of clean data from the patient. The other thing to take into account is speed. The speed that data can be pushed into the EDC system, the speed that data can be analyzed by the sponsors. So if we have an AE, we see the trend straight away. Real-time data offers many benefits. And sponsors are sitting up and listening to this now. The narrative has changed.
What should sponsors consider when trying to determine which eCOA modality is best for their trial?
The selection of an eCOA modality is more complex than one would think. One has to take into account all the variables in the equation because not one size fits all. There are things like the geography, the instrument, the length of the instrument, the disease state you're measuring, the culture of where the patients are, the technology infrastructure. All of these things must be taken into account. Ultimately, you want to reduce the burden on the patient. Patients follow the path of least resistance, much like water. So therefore, reducing their burden makes them more compliant. We get better data. We used to have handheld proprietary instruments. Now technology has moved on. Right now technology allows us to have this elegant solution where the burden on the patient is much more reduced and we get cleaner data. So the selection of an eCOA modality could be defined in one way. Whatever reduces the burden on the patient and gives us clean data.
Mark, when will the eCOA solutions have broader industry adoption?
eCOA solutions will really have broader industry adoption, I think, when sponsors realize just how much they spend on paper. I'm not talking about like an anecdotal sort of costing of paper. I'm talking about real, true, total cost of ownership of paper. Then, and only then, can you do a real comparison between electronic and paper. And that's when the narrative changes. I think the other thing that's important to note is that health economics and outcome research people, HEOR professionals, they're going to want a ubiquitous device that they can collect patient population, much larger patient population. 8 out of 10 cats prefer my cat food. That kind of thing. That's going to drive the thing forward. So to wrap this up, it's not a question of if, it's a question of when. And based on the conversations that are going on today in the pharma industry, it's sooner rather than later.
It's fantastic. I think all of those insights are very critical in moving the drug development process forward and talking about technology as an enabler of innovation. Thank you so much for joining us for our Editor's Take video program.
Thanks for having me.
Additional Editor's Take videos, as well as podcasts, white papers, webinars, and more are available at www.pharmavoice.com.